Hello and welcome back to Valhalla, a Cyberpunk bartending action. Happy New Year! May all your wishes come true in the bountiful year filled with health and joy. It would have been good if I had actually timed this for New Year. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Aww. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Jill's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey. You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sent me a letter. A fluffing letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fluffing pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remembered all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like the time when she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of 3. Or the time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark when she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't fight into what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards, they don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have had to face it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with the what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Chill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call it all that water under the bridge, okay? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well... Have you heard of a message board called Danger/You? I have, yeah? Well... Truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like... dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like that we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partially because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it without thinking. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom, my say on the matter? Treating it like an actual partnership. So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself. Think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you two to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me like this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about it with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much onto her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that. Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I came up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over the past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor then, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Something to toast Gabby's probably something sweet. Like the sugar rush that we keep having to make over and over. I wonder if I should make it a big one. Yeah, she deserves a big drink. It took a lot of bravery to come and face us like this. Here you go. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey, wanna add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis. Sis, you idiot! Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! Idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot! Hey, Jill. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on something. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but... I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Chill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. What are we drinking? So... About this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here now. I didn't put any alcohol in it though. Right. Now that I think back on it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, So, do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hmm? Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clarice, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover from me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District is almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fluffin' knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for Daddy!" I think he had this bet on Mother with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society. In her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were, but that's enabling homophobia. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was never a proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't shown up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to you. I thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't be. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us some time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma. Over here, there's someone I want to introduce you to. Aww. Happy resolution. And why have we not been able to serve cola to anybody else? Bright white. Oh. Aw, and the game ends with a happy little resolution? That's wonderful. And we're just gonna let the credits play. Very small team. I wonder how we're supposed to pronounce the name of the game developer studio. Yeah, that's a really small team. Released on itch.io. Mine was on Steam. Special thanks to everyone who pre-ordered. Aww. Wasn't me, but it's always nice to see that included. Mom, Dad, family, friends, thank you all for your support. This is for you. Aww. Okay, well. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made in RenP by... I have not seen a prologue for this. Is that just like a demo version? Is it called Prologue or something? At this point, it's an excellent time to tell me which of the songs was your favorite. Were you able to change them out, or was that just a skill issue with me? I didn't go back to see whether or not we could play Streamer Chan's song, did I? Oh well. Let me know if there's any specific content you would like me to fall back in a save file for. To redo. I'll give it a look. No promises that I'll post it, but I will at least look at it. Did you have fun? Yes, I did. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Ah. Ah? Is this a little post-log sort of thing? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. That's cute. Hey, there's plenty of space for them to do a follow-up game. You're right. Good night, Jill. Like, what happened to the bar? Does it get shut down? I wonder if Lenore was pushing her to be that geneticist. Was it geneticist? To take the job. To see if it could, like, help with her own health. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Is there more? Well, hello, friends. What was your favorite character? Jill, Dana. I don't remember most of them. I liked Dorothy's spunkiness quite a lot. Anama seemed to be usually pretty level-headed. Nisei was so perky and energetic. Saturday, February 25th. Oh my. I can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing. You didn't have to, except you know. Shut up. I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. Gabby like this reminds me of Toro Honda. You know, Amma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she brought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt with what? That had a pic of a cucumber on it. Cucumber? How? What are you doing with my hair? Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Lenore then? No, you just reminded me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as, well endowed. As? Ass. What the little girl's trying to say is that with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and a half out of the mass. That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. Sunday, August 27th. Oh, time skips. I like this. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to the city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Jill, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live here. The time you spent setting up a useless farewell could be used asking for things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes. Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your four-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from Ford this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Jill. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fluff like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First up, Panama. You can now save heart data. Loading hard data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and your money. Do I have to still pay rent? Does this mean there is more that I missed about character interaction? Ooh. Well, this is where I'm ending things for today, and possibly for the series as a whole. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if I've missed anything interesting. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.